In that there is a table. So let me offer prayer. Namo Vishnu Padaya Vishnu Krishnaya Vishnu Nirviseshinari Paschati Vijita Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Bhagavatyānanda Shri Guru Shri Sri Guru Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Mukam Karati Vācālam Pangam Lamam Viram Kripatam Nanda Shri Guru I'm surprised to see your son coming very sincerely. Is it your understanding, Adiraj Prabhu? Wow, great. Thank you. You're a very amazing soul. There. 3051. So actually what she did, she asked me, yes, you all should know some guru, some organizations are much more famous, So this session is about yoga and how this is the topmost. Krishna tells that in Gita, Krishna says, tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi, jnanibhyo api matadhika, karmabhyaschadhiko yogi, tasmat yogi bharjana. You all can come forward, or you are comfortable, I'm fine. Can you hear me? So this is definitely philosophical, it is worth it. I'm really impressed with her that because she asked me that question. So most of the people, they go to Indians, they go to temple for only one reason. You want me to speak very frankly, I can speak. No problem, right? Thank you.
Place of truth.
Place of truth, exactly. Ragam, Srinivas and RX Care. Can you please hear? Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Can you see the screen also?
Yes, Prabhuji.
yes.
Okay. So people approach God at 4 levels. One is out of fear. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, one of the in the altar is there. Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentions it. Some people approach God out of fear. I said I'll speak frankly, right? Christianity. There is only one life. If you don't surrender to Jesus, you will go to hell eternally.
Yes.
There is only one life. If you surrender to Jesus, you will go to hell eternally. Wow, only one life. If you don't accept Jesus, you will go to hell.
That's a limited chance.
Means like a directly gun on your point. Accept or go to hell. What type of hell? Eternal suffering. Wow. That is called worshipping of God out of fear. Some people fall victim to that. Oh yeah, I don't know about hell. But there is a next level. First of all, Christianity is, Old Testament also has reincarnation. New Testament is removed. So in Old Testament, reincarnation was there. But it was removed to forcefully bring people to Christianity. Local Europeans, to bring them, said only one lifetime. In India, this works wonders in India. Jesus died for our sins. This statement was never there in Bible. It was added by Saint Paul later. So, but what happened in America now? Jesus died for our sins. Let him keep on dying. I'll keep on sinning. America promotes illicit sex, which is very sinful. Extramarital affairs. Promotes alcoholism, which is also sinful. Drug addiction, they're all sinful. Why? Jesus is there, he's dying, let him die. I'll keep on sinning. So what is approaching God out of fear is best example is Christianity. There is a little higher level. Approaching God out of desire is Indians. I will come, during exams time, everybody would go to temple. During exams, somebody would red mark, yellow mark, this mark, some mark. How many of you did it? We all did it. Once the exams are over, our cycle will go through Cinema Street. My Lord, I'll see you next year. But suddenly, not next year. Suddenly, father says, hey, tomorrow result is coming. All your 2 months of movie watching, everything is evaporated. Tomorrow result is coming. We'll give it at 3 o'clock. You will go to temple, 11 rupees, Abhishekam. 11 rupees or 31 rupees. You want a high class, or if it is IIT seat, even much more, 100 rupees. If it's medical seat, higher. Yes, sir, Namiji. Okay, you go again, this or some mark, whatever. My Lord, please. Aakri bar mang raha hu. I'm asking you last time. Give me this. You open the newspaper, great, it is there. Very nice, thank you. 100 rupees worked out. And I'll see you next year. Some people are intelligent. Or next year means he'll forget me or I'll forget him. Every week I go there. 1 is attendance. 2 is he'll not forget me. 3, all my school friends who come there, in their eyes, I'm a very good person. So worshipping God every 2 months, I'm asking you last time, give me this. It will boil down up to F1 visa also. Akhri bar, hey, I'm going to America now. Now I'll pay in dollars. Don't lose me. There is a visa Balaji in India. Chilkur. Anybody went there? Oh, see, they went. They get the visa. Balaji, don't lose a very, very high paid customer. Nowadays, everyone is making databases. Make your customer base. So, worship, you all, if I go to your home, even come to my home, no doubt. Back home.
Yeah.
There will be 20 pictures in your home.
Yeah, right.
How many pictures?
20, easily.
How many pictures in your home? 20. Some pictures, right? 15, 10. Only one. Then you are changed. So you have gone to next level. Good. So Prabhuji also, only one and nothing. Few pictures, maybe 4 or 5. Good. So you are narrowing down your approach, your search. It means, you know what it means? It means out of the 10, 1 person will give me green card. 1 person will give me job. 1 person will give me spouse. Means you have more faith on these things than the persons. How many of you understand? Out of 10, 1, either Hanumanji or Shiva or Krishna or this Baba, that Baba, 1 person will definitely give. So you have more faith on this than that. That's okay. Krishna says yes in Bhagavad Gita. Preliminary. You have started going to the first grade of spirituality. Krishna absolutely says yes. How many of you understand? This is what's called worshipping God out of desire. Actually, some of you saw me distributing flyers, colorfest flyers in Sai Grocers. Friday, today's Sunday, right? Last Friday's evening, I was standing there. So many people were coming. Arey, why this many people are coming? I took 400 flyers, around 350, 400. I distributed every flyer. And I said, why this many people are coming? Tomorrow, Varalakshmi Vratam.
Yes.
For South Indians, Lakshmi Ji's Vratam. For South Indians. Even converted Christians also that day, they forget that they are Christians, they go and worship Lakshmi. Why? Everyone wants money, cash. So you have more faith in cash than Lakshmi. You understand? So this is what's called worshiping God out of a desire. That's okay. Next level, higher level. This is all progression. Worshipping God out of duty. You have a little more intelligence. Who is actually, seasons are going on very well. Einstein calls this universe orderly universe. 10,000 years from now, you calculate the solar eclipse, it will exactly happen on that day. This universe runs with precision, accuracy. Means that minute solar eclipse will happen. And Newton says, Newton and Einstein, Newton is a Jew, Einstein is a Christian. They say God doesn't play in the big game of dice. Not like this many people. No, 24 chromosomes. All the entire, what is it? All the living entities. What is his brain? God's brain, just 24 chromosomes. You just change here and there. All these living entities are created. That guy is very intelligent. If you really want to have a session on does God exist? Very good for an atheist. So then you'll understand God is there. So whether I get up in the morning or not, seasons are changing very nicely. Earth is rotating. She's taking care of me. Elephant eats 100 kgs, but the elephant is taken care. Every body is maintained. He is maintaining me. Eko bhanam yo vidadati kama. So then what I should do? I should worship him. Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, but I should worship him. So you're gravitated towards theism. You will worship not only theism, you will worship God out of duty. This is my duty. That is even higher than the desire. But there is a highest. What is that? Worshipping God out of a love.
No.
I know God is a person. He's taking care of me. I have a relationship with him. So he is showing unconditional love to me. I should also show unconditional love to him. Means whether he gives me giving green card is his mercy, giving corona is also his mercy. Giving a relationship is his mercy, breaking that relationship is also his mercy. Everything is his mercy. So not that you will worship him only things are going well. You will also worship him when things are not well. Because you're mad. You're mad after him. Mad in love with him. You're mad after him. That's the highest. Gopis. In fact, the bhakti we teach is that. Nothing short of that. That's what we teach. Aslishya va padaratam tanashtuma madarsaran maramatam karotva yadha tadava vidadatam puto matparana nadastu sayevanappar. My Lord, you embrace me or push me away, making me broken hearted. You are my Lord. That is what's called a worshipping God out of a prema, love. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are not teaching you the first level, worshipping God out of fear. No, it's ruled out. At any day you can drop. We are not teaching here, you come here, green card will come. We don't teach that. Because people who get green cards, they're not devotees anyway. But third level, yes, worshipping God out of duty, yes, in the preliminary stages. But if you want to go worshiping God out of love, I'm doing full time with no income, means I'm praying for that. Because if you join McDonald's, $10 an hour, you'll get it. Yes or no? Yes. $15 an hour, $25 an hour. If you're educated, why not? But I'm not working. This means there is something higher. Since something not higher, it is better. Alokji, you're understanding? You're understanding? Manupurpose. So Krishna is telling, hey, don't become a karmi. Don't become that, this. Don't become a jnani, become a yogi. Tapasvibhyo diko yogi, jnanibhyo pi matadika, karmabhyaschadiko yogi, tasmat yogi bhavarjuna. A yogi is better than a karmi, yogi is better than a jnani, yogi is better than a working person. So become yogi. Now this session is all about what is yoga and what is not yoga. In America, there are so many yoga schools. To cut the story, it's a long session, so I'll cut it fast. First of all, yoga doesn't mean a boy or a girl wearing a tight pant and shirt jumping up and down. It's not yoga. Or yoga doesn't mean a person with mystic powers. No. Now, what is a yoga? Actually, can you see this picture? This guy head is buried in the sand, and if you go and throw 1 rupee, he says thank you for 1 rupee. He says that. And you cannot even hold the breath for 1 minute, you will die. But whole day his head is buried in the sand. He doesn't die. It's very entertaining actually. But is that yoga? Gita says no. What do you think of yoga? When we think of yoga, what comes into our mind? Asanas or meditation. Exercise for shapely body. Or, these are all ladies doing pranayam to increase the lifespan or increase the health. Or yoga is not for mystic powers. What is yoga? The word yoga comes from the root word yuj, means to connect. How many of you heard the word viyoga? Viyoga. When somebody dies away, matru viyoga ho gaya. Viyoga means disconnected. Means he died, mother left the world, so is separated. Mother is separate forever. So opposite of yoga is viyoga is yoga, means united. In other words, you are trying to establish the last connection to God. That is what's called yoga. A person who is trying to revive his connection is called yogi. How many of you understood? You are trying to connect with God. If you are trying, you are called yogi. Whatever you do is called yoga. How many of you are clear? How many of you are not clear? Not clear. So please, with this little technical, human beings are 2 types: law abiders, law breakers. Law breakers are called, law abiders, karmi, jnani, dhyani, and bhakta. And karmis are 2 types: sakama karma, nishkama karma. Let us see law breakers. What law breakers? Hardworking materialists. I am doing PhD in MIT. My goal of life is to separate electrons and protons and neutrons and put them in the different boxes. Throughout your life, you are separating electrons, protons, neutrons. One scientist said, throughout my life, I was searching for electrons and protons and neutrons. But at the end of my life, I am trying to search the force that is binding all the 3, God. He said that. Seriously, he said that. However lucrative career may be, if it is just bringing money and food and clothing, and it is not taking you to spirituality, God. Sramevi kevalam, it is useless, Bhagavatam says. How many of you understand? Dharmasthana sthita pumsam vishwaksena kadasuya na utpadayate yadi ritim sramevi kevalam. If your work, whatever 9 to 5 job, whatever work is you're doing, it doesn't, it arouses love for Krishna. Bhagavatam says, Srama evahi kevalam, it is useless endeavor. Because one life is wasted. So, who are the lawbreakers? Hardworking materialists. Sophisticated animals conditioned to the bodily concept of life. I am from this body. When I am this body, I like only 4 things. Whether you are CEO, CFO, team lead, whatever, architect, 4 things you do. Eat nicely, sleep nicely, sense enjoyment, sex life, and you save all these things, protect nicely, defend. Nothing else other than that. How many of you agree? You may do things in a better way, no doubt. You may build a a 30-floor skies or a 40-story skyscraper building. End of the day, it's only 4 things. What are the 4 things? Eat, sleep, mate, and defend. Ahar nidra bhayamaidanancha. Mahabharata says this. Ahara nidra bhayamaidanancha samanyametat pasubirnaranam. Animals also do that. But they do on the road, you do in 30th floor. It doesn't make any difference. Mahabharata is heavy. One professor got up and said, "You are calling me animal?" One time, one of our god brothers was doing in Pune, India. He said, "I am not telling this, Mahabharata is telling." You know? So, do not believe in the soul, rebirth, God, and spiritual world. Do not discriminate between sinful and pious activities. In ancient times, there used to be one person called Charvak. What he would say? Goal of life, live life king size. What is the goal of life? Eat nicely, mate nicely. Thank God he's not alive today, otherwise people would have worshipped him. We'll go forward because a very lengthy session. We'll just read it. Sakama karmi means these people come to temples, churches, mosques, and synagogues, perform pious activities with the fruitive intent. What they want? They want punya. They don't know that. I have a question for all of you. How many of you want punya? Why? Amma, Jyotsna, why you don't want punya? What do you want? Because you want?
She said akarma.
You want akarma, that's a good answer. But why you don't want punya?
Because it'll make you come back.
It'll make you come back.
Yeah.
You're stuck in the cycle of birth and death. Indians know punya and papam. Indians don't know akarma. Because you attended Bhagavad Gita class, you said use that word akarma. So what is punya? It will bring you back. Okay, next lifetime, this lifetime, okay, you're making $5,000 or $10,000. Next lifetime, you'll make $1 million. But same birth, old age, disease and death. Nothing new.
There's a danger that you get angry and kill somebody. So
True.
don't come back. Yeah.
But anyway, old age is there, disease is there. Okay, this lifetime you're making $1 billion. Next lifetime you're making $100 million. Still same old age. Old age is old age for everyone. Disease is disease for everyone. Death is death for everyone. Yes or no? That means you have to lose the relationship. Disease is painful. Not that you have $200 million in the bank. Okay, you will still go through. So operation is going on. I have $100 million. No problem. Let me tolerate. But pain is there. Yes or no? So punya and papam, though they look like, punya looks like great. I have a question for all of you. One black pig and one white pig, they are sitting and standing in a drainage, sewage. Which pig you like? I am repeating again. One white pig and one black pig, they are standing up to neck in a drainage. Which pig you like?
No.
A pig is a pig. Though it's looking white, and other it is pig only that is standing in drainage. So good karma or punya appears good, but you have to enjoy and come back again. It pushes you in the cycle of birth and death. Okay, this lifetime, as I said, your engineer, next lifetime will become doctor. What is the same thing? You have to lose your parents, you have to lose your relatives, you have to lose everyone. You have to lose your body also. Hey, enough is enough. Be liberated and go back to Godhead. How many of you are understanding? Yes, Shivam Prabhu.
I don't understand why for punya we have to come back. Because if we commit a papa, I understand that we have to come and suffer. For punya, do we get more punya the next time? Or how does this work?
That week you were not there. That is a sad thing actually. You went to Florida to help somebody, Atlanta, you remember? Said?
Yeah.
That is a problem. They were all there. So punya is a good bank account. Papam is a negative bank account. Means you take a loan. You took a loan, come and pay here. But you have positive bank account. Nature says, come and enjoy here. For that you have to take birth.
Or even on a higher planet, but still you have to.
Yes. You have done good activity. It's good activity. You have a nature, you have a desire to enjoy. You helped so many people. When you're helping why are you helping? So that they'll help me tomorrow. You're helping somebody enjoy, you're arranging a party. Why are you arranging a party for somebody? They will arrange when I need, they'll arrange my party. So what is the desire? You want to enjoy. You want to enjoy in this world. Nature says, great, you helped so many people. So you have got a lot of bank account. Come and enjoy here. Good health, good relationships, beauty. But you take birth in this body. You come down. It's like, Prabhu, you're working, Prabhu. You know, your company gave you a bonus, $20,000. It's winter, January. So, all right, go to Florida and enjoy. Ah, that's good. You'll go to Florida holiday. Whole month you enjoyed. February 1st, they say, sir, $20,000 expired. You want to pay more money or vacate? So I'll vacate. Come back to Michigan, still February, winter only. I'm going to understand. Kshena punye martya lokam vishyanti. Once your punya is exhausted, you have to come back. It's a neck. By enjoying.
So that means I don't come with Papa today. No, Papa is a totally different man.
Papa means you'll go to hell and suffer. By enjoying.
What is it?
What it means is, because of your good karma, you got F1 to America. So that I think ever since you landed up, no struggle here, and no pollution here. You know, water is always sweet. Toilet water is also sweet. There is not so much problem. I can buy a car. Great. So you are enjoying here. So then you got a job. So much salary. You know, we are enjoying. So because of good karma, you have a beautiful form, you came to America, you have a higher standard of living. Means you're exhausting your punya, whatever you accumulate in the past life. Clear? Sometimes what happens, you have a lot of punya, you'll go to heavenly planets. I told that. So which is even more facilities than here. Because you don't need to work any 9 to 5 job of Monday to Friday, only enjoyment. Party continuously goes on. And one day what happens once your punya is exhausted? You go to bathroom, the bathroom, you don't know, that floor, door, it opens like this, you'll fall down. Nobody knows that. Then you'll come down. Kshena punye martya lokam vishanti, you'll come down. So you'll come to the clouds, it rains. You will fall on the fields, and you will enter into the wheat grain or rice grain. Your father will eat. He'll generate semen. At the time of procreation, you'll be injected in the womb of the mother, and you'll enter into the mother's womb. The soul, with so many desires, subtle body, enters into the womb of the mother. Mother will cook the body 9 months. And give you hands and legs, everything, you'll push out. So that you can enjoy in this world. Whatever the remnants of karma you have, some again, after heavenly planets, you'll live in India for some time and come to America. Or you'll take birth in America. Clear? So people, there are like in Sakam Karmis, means these people, they want, I want to help others and get punya. Don't know that good karma, bad karma binding. So it is meant for gradual elevation, but not end in itself. Krishna says yes for it. Krishna approves this. For example, people give charity. They come to temple, put $10, $1. Next life, my life is better. By putting $1, what you're thinking? My next lifetime will be better. How many of you listening? Understand? So you're thinking your next life means you're accepting this body is temporary. Means eventually you're accepting you're not the body but a soul. How many of you understand? That means Krishna is taking you to first grade to second grade to third grade slowly. But it is not end. Nobody stops with third grade. You have to go to fourth grade, right? Can somebody read the last line? Mostly worship demigods with material desires. Education, Saraswati. You know, if problem is coming, Ganesha. Shiva is easily pleased. Shiva. So likewise, Lakshmi ji or Hanuman ji. So they worship with material desires. Any question on this? Yes, sir.
Krishna also praise Lord Shiva a lot.
What's that?
Krishna also will praise Lord Shiva a lot.
Praise or praise?
Praise.
P-R-A-Y or P-R-E-I-S-E?
P-R-E-Y, praise.
Praise,
Yeah. So it is, he knows he is also one of his path, but still why he praise Lord Shiva.
Okay, Krishna prays to Lord Shiva. Where?
I have seen, I have.
Okay, first of all, movies are not.
In the movie, actually, one of that Mahabharata serials.
Okay, this is the thing. Actually, there are two things here. Leela and Tattva. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, you all should know. How many of you heard the name Prasthana Trayam? I'm taking you to a different topic now, but only 2 minutes to answer our question. Everyone repeat, Prasthana Trayam. Does anyone know the name? Trayam means what? Trayam. Trayam means three. Prasthan means what?
Starting.
No.
Established.
No, Prasthan. In the airport you see departure. Prasthan means journey. So in the spiritual journey, this is called Prasthanatrayam. This is Hinduism. So if you want to go back to spiritual world, you want to attain self-realization, what you need? You need 3 books. A, B, C. What is the first one? Brahma Sutra. What is the second one? 10 Upanishads. What is the third one? Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is on par with, even though it's an Upanishad, still Bhagavad Gita is considered separate. Because the Brahma Sutra, the 10 Upanishads, and what is the third one? Again Bhagavad Gita. Though Bhagavad Gita is an Upanishad, still it is recorded as separate. Why? Bhagavan Gita, Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead is speaking. Person who has created, who is maintained, creating the universe, maintaining the universe and destroying the universe. He is speaking. He is authority. Accepted. So though Bhagavad Gita is an Upanishad, still Bhagavad Gita is separately dealt with. Any one of the 3 you read, that's fine. What is the first one? Brahma Sutra. So why I'm telling this is Sarvopanishado Gavo Dugda Gopalanandana Padavasa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gitamratam Mahat. First is Vedas. Vedas, Vedanta, Vedas end. Once Vedas, what are the 4 Vedas? Everyone. Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, Atharvaveda. One Vedas end, Upanishads start. How many Upanishads are there? 108. So you say, 108, and I have to go to America. No, I don't have time to read all these things. Then what they'll say? All right, if you read Bhagavad Gita, Gita Upanishad, the essence of all the, once Vedas are Vedas, you close the Vedas, you read it. Then what you have to read? What next? Upanishads. How many are there? 108. I say, look, I don't have time. Then your teacher will say, if you read Bhagavad Gita, it is the essence of all the Vedas and Upanishads. Read Bhagavad Gita. Oh, really? Great. Why? Bhagavad Gita has that value. Supreme Lord who has created that universe, he is speaking. How many friends? Now, that's the meaning of this verse. All the Vedas and Upanishads are like cow. Who is milking the cow? Palanandana. Krishna is milking the cow. Cow will not give milk without calf. Who is the calf? Partha Vatsaha. Arjuna is the calf. So Krishna is using Arjuna as the calf and milking the cow of Upanishads and Vedas. In other words, what is coming out? Milk. What is that milk? Nothing but the essence of Vedas and Upanishads. How many of you understood? Clear, right? That person is speaking. And Bhagavad Gita, not only Krishna says he is God, he showed the entire universal form. Will, if you come regularly, 11th day, 11th session, Vishwarupa Sandarsana Yoga. What's it called? Krishna speaks 10 chapters, and 10th chapter end. Krishna Arjuna asks, my Lord, speak about yourself. Krishna Arjuna, Rudranam Sankarashchasmi. Of the Ekadas Rudras, I am Lord Shiva. You know, Adityanam Aham Vishnu. Of the 11 Adityas, I am Vishnu. Senanam Aham Skanda. Any Tamil here? Tamil. Of all the commanders, I am Skanda. Skanda means Murugan, Kartikeyan. I am Murugan. Of all the seasons, I am for flower bearing spring. You know, of all the months, I am Margali, Margasira. So finally Krishna says, look, the battle has to start. And I can speak on like this for the rest of the eternity. And Krishna says this one verse. Atava mohanetena kim jnatena tava Arjuna istabhyam idam kritsam ekam sena stito jagat. Arjuna, what can I tell about myself? With a tiny spark, I cover this entire manifestation. And he says this, and in this universal form, he shows all the devatas, including Lord Shiva, in me, in him. How many of you understand? In the universal form, he showed the entire universe, entire cosmic manifestation. He showed all the devatas, and not that is only one form of Krishna. Krishna is sitting here in the chariot only. Not that is separate. Understanding? Now we are speaking Tattva. So, according to Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Gita Krishna is that Supreme Lord. We'll see that go forward. But Krishna loves his devotees. Amma, Krishna did the chariot driving for Arjuna. So doesn't mean Krishna is Arjuna's taxi driver for eternity. And Krishna is lower than Arjuna. Yes, sir. You're understanding? That is that. But Krishna does this service to his devotees. Lord Shiva is also Krishna's devotee. How many of you know Rajasu Yajna? In Mahabharata it is shown. Rajasu Yajna Maharaj Yudhishthira did only for the pleasure of Krishna. Then Krishna went there, and before I tell that example, can you see Narsingadev there?
Yes.
You know Narsingadev's story, where it comes? 7th canto Bhagavatam. You know how it starts, Narsingadev's story? In Rajasu Yajna, Krishna cuts out the head of Shishupal. Shishupal's soul comes and enters into the body of Krishna. Everyone was watching. Arey, Shishupal is envious, but he got liberation. He entered into your body. This is great. But then, how is it possible? Then Narad Muni tells the story. Supreme Lord is impartial. Because he is above Maya, if whichever way you approach him, end result is same. Because Shishupal was envious, but he was meditating. Krishna did this to me. Krishna did this to me. Krishna did this to me. Next week is Janmashtami. Kamsa, no need of don't. Kamsa, don't show. Kamsa, throughout his life, planned to kill Krishna. Kamsa, throughout his life, planned to kill Krishna. I have a question for all of you. Did Kamsa go to hell? Yes or no?
No.
Why?
Indirectly, we chant the name of Krishna.
He didn't chant, he meditated on Krishna out of fear. Because he meditated on fear, he'll come and kill me, he'll come and kill me. But he's meditating. Fire is fire, whether you touch knowingly or unknowingly. Kamsa was liberated. Krishna is not like you and me. You are planning to kill me, I'll send you to hell eternally. Krishna is not like that. Because Kamsa meditated on Krishna out of fear with an intent to kill him, throughout his life, that meditation bore fruit. He went back to God. He attained perfection. He was liberated. How many have understood? So then he says that he tells the whole story. How Narasimha Swami came and how he killed Hiranyakashipu and protected Prahlad. Then Maharaj Yudhishthira says, wow, how fortunate is Prahlad. Supreme Lord himself came to protect him in the most fearful form, never shown before. Half head, half lion, half man. Namrugam Namanusham. Yudhishthira says, then Narada Muni says, fortune is not Prahlad's fortune, Yudhishthira. Fortune is yours. That person who came in the most fearful form as Narasimhadev, he is telling he is your messenger. He is telling you are elder to him and he is touching your feet. And you send him as a messenger, he will go to Kauravas and speak for you. And he makes friendship with your brothers. Fortune is not Prahlad's fortune, it is your fortune. That same Supreme Lord who came as Narasimhadev is touching your feet. He is the origin of Narasimhadev. But as a friend, he is dealing with you as a friend. He is dealing with you as your messenger. He is dealing with you respectfully. Fortune is yours. Who is telling this? Narada Muni is telling Yudhishthira. How many of you understand? So that's why Tattva is very important. That is the answer to the question. So Krishna, I have to tell this. Rajyagnya, Krishna goes and tells. Now he is playing the role of a cousin of Yudhishthira. And now so many people are coming. Then Yudhishthira tells him and Arjun, you receive the guests. Duryodhan, you receive all the gifts. That's where problem came. Duryodhan received all the gifts. It's not gifts. I never got it. That's how he became envious. Duryodhan became envious. He told everyone service. Finally, Krishna, my Lord, I cannot give you service. I know you. When you were born, you showed Narayana form to your parents. Krishna said, you don't need to give service to me. I'll take my service. I've already chosen my service. All right, you've chosen your service, do it. What is the service Krishna chose? Bhima and Arjun receive the guests, and Krishna will bring them, put them on a seat and wash their feet. And with their chadar, with his chadar, he'll wash their feet and he'll bring them inside. Everyone is coming, putting their feet, Krishna is washing their feet and sending them inside. Bhishma came. Bhima and Arjun brought them, grandfather, thank you, come. We are very happy, embraced each other, come, sit down, he sat down. And who came? Krishna came. Now what? Krishna said, my duty is to wash everyone's feet. Bhishma said, definitely not. These guys don't know who you are, but I know who you are. I will wash your feet, sir. Feet, my lord. Krishna said, if you know the reality, then don't speak. Kunti knows, Bhishma knows. Others don't know. That's why universal form Krishna shows, Arjuna becomes scared. Akyanamaya bhavanukra rupo namastute varaprasya. Hey, who are you? I thinking you're a Subhadra's brother, my good friend. I don't know all this. Who are you? Time I am Arjuna. In the form of time, I take everything from everybody. That's why I came to this world. Why I came? Yada hi dharmasya glanirabhuti bharata. I came to take everything from everybody. In the form of time, I'll take everything from everybody. Time is an insignificant energy. Then Arjun says, hey, that I used to pull your leg, so please forgive me for that. These verses are there in 11th canto, 11th chapter. Oh, Saketi, oh, Yadaveti. Hey, who will marry your sister? You are Yadavas, we are Kauravas, we are Kshatriyas, you are milkman. I married your sister because of you. But I don't know, you're showing Vishnu also, you're showing Shiva also. So Krishna, serving his devotee, is happy for him. So I have a question for you. You lost your job. You tried for 6 months. Nothing is coming. You're bored. You went to start applying every job. One day you opened 2 envelopes. You got 2 envelopes. You opened first one. Chosen as a CEO of Citibank. Good. Second one you opened. Chosen as a taxi driver, Uber taxi driver, New York City. Which job you'll choose? Obvious. Indians that too. But that person is a CEO of CEOs. He chose to become a taxi driver for Arjun. Arjun would kick on the back. Krishna received their kicks every day for 18 days. 1, 2, 3. You all got heart attack. Krishna decides everyone would get heart attacks and die. Then why there was a battle? If you see Mahabharata serial, he is a politician, partial, so much manipulative. Krishna is telling, I can do anything for my devotee. I can do anything for my devotee. But you cannot catch Krishna. Before war started, Duryodhana went, Arjun went. What Krishna said? My whole army, one Akshahani on one side, I am on one side. Krishna did not say, Duryodhana, you are a nonsense number one. Huh? I don't come to me. Will you give a charity to somebody? The person who is very cruel? No. Krishna is telling, my entire one Narayan army, one Akshani is on one side, I am on one side. I will not fight. I'll give suggestions. By the way, choice I'm giving to Arjun first. Duryodhana that this guy is very political. I know, he's telling, he's giving the choice to Arjun first. Any common sense, a person of common sense will choose. He's telling he doesn't fight also. I don't want to give a 3 meal if he doesn't fight. Because he's giving the entire one Akshani army to Arjuna only. Then he says, I came first to ask. Krishna said, I saw Arjuna first. You came first, but you sat at my head. I didn't see you. But Arjuna sat at the feet. When I woke up, I saw him. That too, you are an individual emperor. Arjuna is the brother of Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira, tomorrow you should not tell me, you became partial to Duryodhana. So I give the choice to Arjun first. Duryodhana, that this guy is very partial. Then Arjun said, my lord, I want you to, I want you. Duryodhana thought, this guy is a fool number one, that he is also fool. He doesn't want to fight, but Arjun is choosing. That is more a test for Arjun. Krishna is telling, you want me or my energy? Scientists are telling God is not there. We don't want God. But we want God's energy. Petrol we want. Electricity we want. Everything we want. But we don't want God. Destroyed. God and his energy. You're listening or not? Ravana did not want Ram. But Ravana wanted Ram's energy. Who is that? Sita, destroyed. So if you look for Lord's energy but not Lord, you'll be destroyed. But there is other side. Surpanaka wanted Ram, but not Sita, destroyed. Some people say, they directly come to temple. Can you do some service? I don't want devotees. It doesn't work. So if you say, I want God, I don't want God, I want his energy, problem. You say, I want only God, but I want only God, not energy, that's also a problem. Hanuman brought energy and reigned with the energetic God, glorified. How many have understood? If you bring devotees to Krishna, prachar, my Lord, chant one round, you will go to Krishna. Krishna is very good. Hanuman throughout his life struggled to reunite Sita with Ram, glorified. How many have understood? Right? So if you want only God, but not energy, Surpanaka, problem. Her nose was cut off. But if you want energy, but not God, scientists, problem, atheists. They don't want God. They don't want Krishna. They want petrol, they want money, they want everything they want, but they don't accept it. End of the day, they are also destroyed. But when you try to bring, like you have salary, you have car, utilize in Krishna service, utilize Lakshmi Narayan service, you will be glorified. Interesting or not? How many of you know Mafatlal Industries, India? Anyone heard Mafatlal Industries in India? Mafatlal Industries. Textiles, very big company. Probably 50 years ago, only 3. Tata's, Birla sell Mafatlals. Today is, of course, many companies, they're still there. The CEO of Motivational Industries, he says this. When Lakshmi ji is coming to my home, I say, wait, don't come. And Lakshmi says, why? I have a question for you. What? Lakshmi ji, if you are coming to my home, the way you entered Ayodhya, you come. If you are coming to my home, the way you entered Lanka, don't come. When Sita entered Lanka, everything is destroyed. Why? Ravan doesn't double. Ravan wanted only Sita, but not Ram. Destroyed. But so she entered Ayodhya, we agree. So you call only Lakshmi, but you exploit her for your enjoyment. That money doesn't stay. One CEO in America who is still a rich man, but 90s he had $1 billion company. He told me 90% of American companies, he lives in Silicon Valley, their lifespan is only 25 years. 90% of American companies, they don't last long. 10% they last, maybe because they are doing charity. 30%, 40% they give charity, okay, they survive. He said, including my company also bankrupt one day, became bankrupt. So if you utilize Lakshmi in the service of Narayan, that company stays. If you utilize your life, your assets in the service of Krishna, your Lakshmi stays, because Lakshmi stays with Narayan, Krishna. But if you utilize for your self-aggrandizement, she will stay. So don't look for only energy. Try to bring energy, utilize it in service of Krishna. How many of you understood? So the point I'm making is that Duryodhana, the Arjun said, Arjun is intelligent. My lord, you are the owner of your Lakshmi Pati. If I have you, I have everything. So I want you. But Duryodhana doesn't know this. Duryodhana said, okay, Krishna, I'm sorry, what can I do? I'll take your army. He took his army. But entire Narayan army is also destroyed. Understanding a minute. So the point is, why am I telling this? These people, Sakama Karmis, they worship only Devatas with fruitive intent. They don't know good karma and bad karma, both are binding. Punya and Papam, both are binding. You're understanding or not? If you want, I'll tell a story also. Should I tell one more story? It's a real story. It's an experiment. There is a Russian scientist by name Ian Pavlov. He did this experiment. Anyone heard this experiment?
Yes, the dogs.
This is no mouse.
Oh, okay.
What he did, so this is the mentality of Sakam Karmis. People who go to temples, give me that, give me this, that is the mentality. He proved it. What is his name? Ian Pavlov, Russian scientist. What he did, he built a box with the 2 buttons. If you press this button, the button is inside. If you press this button, a piece of bread will come. You press the other button, electric shock will come. So what he did, he put the mouse inside the box, he locked it. And naturally, what the mouse will not sit in one corner. Or it went in this side to the edge. Edge means you have to press the button. This mouse stood on as soon as it stood on that button, piece of bread came. Very nice. Wow. Mouse will not stay there. Or it came this side. Shock. Before mouse could determine if I go this side, shock, if I go this side, bread. What he did, he exchanged. Where you would get shock, you would get the bread. Where you would get bread, you will get the shock. When this change was made, this mouse was so confused, running back and forth, looking for bread. In the process, get the shock. Bread, shock, bread, shock, bread. He opened the door. When he opened the door and put a bread, this much bread, and all the fruit and jam also, means, hey, stop this nonsense, jump, and he can, without shock, he can eat the bread. But this mouse was so much used to shock and bread, never jumped even one time, but got used to shock and bread. It is like our mentality. Sometimes people say, troubles are needed. If you really want to enjoy, trouble is needed. That mentality is this. Somebody comes and gives you halwa. So you have some salt. Why? I want to eat a little salt. That way I'll enjoy halwa more. Nobody says that, right? Yes or no? Somebody gives you halwa or gulab jamun. So wait, what do you want? Give me a little salt. Or thoda bitter kuch hai kya? Then I'll enjoy more. Because they don't understand Bhagavad Gita. Hey, the doors are open. You'll be liberated. You don't need to get shocked to get the bread. You have unlimited happiness. That's why people are, this karmis, weekend, Saturday, Sunday, enjoy. With that enjoyment, let me suffer Monday to Friday. Hey, if you do sadhana, if you utilize human life is not meant for weekend enjoyment and ready to suffer Monday to Friday. That is sakam karmi. Continue doing what you're doing. Utilize human life to purify yourself. Actually, when you're another species, this door is locked. When you're human species, the door is open. But because we are so much used to shock and bread, eating and suffering, we don't know the door is open. I can be liberated. And without even getting a shock, I can be happy for the rest of the eternity. We don't know. If you come here, that's what Krishna says. How many of you understood? Please, that's my thing. I'm also aging out, but I want more and more people to learn. Without getting shock, you can eat all the time, but you need to pay little price. What's that little price? Come here, chant the holy name, and do sadhana. End of the life, you'll be liberated. That is the Bhakti Yoga we teach. How many of you understood? How many of you didn't understand? Two things. Understanding is one thing, developing faith is another thing, and applying is another thing. Okay, understood. But tomorrow, he told nicely, weekend is good, but now let me. Telling is his duty, but not following is my duty. It doesn't work like that. Independence doesn't work. Sincerity works. Sincerity means teacher is telling, take it home, apply. Do the homework nicely. Otherwise, you will forget by tomorrow. So these people, they worship devatas. I'm getting shocked. If I go to that temple, I'll get more bread. If I go to this temple, I'll get better bread. If I go there, I'll bet. Arey yaar, shock is there. Whichever temple you go, shock will definitely come with bread. But Gita is telling you, take the bread without shock. How many of you are clear? When you make a choice, come and learn, you will go from Sakam Karmi to the next level. Now the yoga starts. Whenever we sell, not distribute Bhagavad Gitas to Westerners or Indians, we don't tell this is Bhagavad Gita. We tell this is a book of 4 yogas. Means for Christian it works, for Muslim it works, for Jews it works, for Indians it works. I don't call it, hey, this is Hindu Karma Yoga. This is Christian Jnana Yoga. That is Muslim Ashtanga Yoga. There is nothing like that. These yoga schools, and now the day they're using, obviously yoga is from India only. But today they call it Christian yoga, that is a different thing. They're trained to do that. Where is yoga coming? Yoga means what? You don't find the word Hindu in Bhagavad Gita. You don't find the word in any of the Upanishads. 108 Upanishads, 4 Vedas, 18 Puranas, Mahabharata, Ramayana. You don't find the word Hindu. Means what? It is meant for everyone. How many of you understood? It is meant for everyone. If you follow, you will attain this perfection. You will attain self-realization. So, book of 4 yogas, they are not, what are 3rd chapter Karma Yoga, 4th chapter Jnana Yoga, 6th chapter Ashtanga Yoga or Dhyana Yoga, all the chapters including 12th chapter Bhakti Yoga. So not like you go, hey, you're a Bhakti Yogi, I'm a Jnana Yogi. You're a Karma Yogi, I'm Ashtanga. Not like that. They are not different schools, they are different levels. 5th grade is karma, 6th grade is jnana, 7th grade is ashtanga, 8th grade, and continue PhD is bhakti yoga. How many of you understood? Thank you. Now, with that being said, you see the picture? With that being said, we will go forward actually. Karma yogi. We are using the word yoga. Means what? I want to know God. Best example is pot washers. Or, can you come and do pot washing? Oh, yes, I'll. Somebody will say, yes, switch up. Can you come and do pot washing? Yes, because I don't know God. You will do pot washing. But what do you want? Nothing. You are coming and do pot washing. You are doing activity. Karma means activity. But what result you want? I don't want anything. I need grace. Kripa chahiye. I'm going to understand. I want only grace. So Karma Yogi, he wants to dedicate his work for the pleasure of Supreme, but he doesn't have an idea who Supreme is. But one day, hey, I'm coming and pot washing in SV temple or another temple, Parashakti temple, I'm pot washing, and ISKCON temple, I'm pot washing. I want to know more about God. Then one person says, if you want to know, if you're an electrical engineer, you have read all the books on electrical. If you're a mechanical engineer, you have read all the books of mechanical. If you're a chemical engineering, you have read all the books of chemical. If you're computer science, you have read the books of computer science. If you want to learn about spiritual science, read the books of spiritual science. Haribol. And say, which book? I recommend Bhagavad Gita. When you decide to learn about God, you are going to the next level, sirs and ma'ams. Okay, I want to learn about God. So they say Bhagavad Gita, read it. Or okay, somebody says read that Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad, or what is it, Kata Upanishad, Svetasara Upanishad, Mandaka Upanishad, that Upanishad, or Vedas. So okay, this many books are difficult. Tell me one book. So basically, when you start reading books, you want to learn about God, you are trying to become a Jnana Yogi. How many of you are finding interesting whatever I'm telling? How many of you are finding it boring? Little technical though, philosophical, right?
Yes.
But if you love it, you are going forward.
Yes.
What's your name, Proj?
Vimal.
Vimal, right? You're understanding? Ishanji, Amiji, Devaraj Prabhu, Deepika Matji, Amma, Manu Prabhu, Jyotsna Matji, Alok Prabhu. Not boring, right? Prasad to aayega. It's a little down today. Shivanji, you understand it. So Jnana Yogi, some Upanishad says this is where actually the whole session started. When you come to start reading books, you think God is everywhere. It's very easy to believe, right? You go outside, see the sky, are big. I think that's big, so that is God. Then you go to ocean, that is God. So whatever is big, then one day you go to internet and see all the universe. What is that? Galaxy or Milky Way? That is God. Anything big, because God is everywhere. Perfect. So Jnana Yogi thinks God is everywhere. So we are becoming a little technical, but because he is reading books, not like you, they think God is impersonal. So I'm cutting it short because we have to go forward. It's already a lot of time. Then when you understand God is everywhere, how do I say? Just give me, I'll introduce you. Yes. Some people think God is light. How many of you heard the name Brahman? How many of you did not hear the name Brahman? Did not hear? Raise your hands. Good. So we are talking about tattva, philosophy. So Devatas, Ganeshji, what Durga, Kali, those will not come. Why? Those are all in first grade only. Now where are we? Fifth grade pahunch gaya. We have reached fifth grade. So we are Devi Devatas are removed. They are Jivas. What are we talking? We are all Bhakti Yogis now. So God means everywhere means Brahman. We use like all the philosophers, Ramanuja, Madhva, Nimbarka, Lord Chaitanya, So that level. So you should behave like that from tomorrow. Because Devi Devatas are also like us. How many of you are understanding? Devi Devatas are like us, but they live long and they die. But now we are talking Tattva, philosophy. So God is a Brahman. Vadanti tattva vidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaneti shabdate. This verse is from Bhagavatam, 1st canto, 3rd chapter. That absolute truth is considered, is regarded in three names, three ways. Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. Islam, you go there, no pictures. Why? What is God? Light. What is God? What is it? What is the term called in our language? Brahman. Everyone. Brahman. So means light. But very simple. Light is there means source is there, right? You see the light means source is there. You see light, sunlight, sun is there. That's a different point. Then what is the next one? So it's called Brahman. This is the goal of Jnana Yogi. The next level, sometimes you go, why are you going to temple? God is there in your heart. You heard of this statement?
Yes.
God is there in your heart. Mandir jane ki zarurat kya hai? Why do you go to temple? God is there in your heart. That is also right. Paramatma. Everyone, what is the word?
Paramatma.
English is super soul or supreme divine force. What is it called?
Supreme divine force.
Or best thing, super soul. Paramatma. But the third level and the highest level and complete level, perfection, is what is the third one? Bhagavan. So Paramatma is the goal of Paramatma is the goal of Ashtanga Yogi. Actually, I want to tell the names of organizations. So if your son, you can come to forward. Okay. So Jnana Yogi's goal is to become one with God. And for them, God is light. You want to become one with light. You want to become one with Brahman. They think I have become God. There are so many organizations in India. You come to our organization, you become God. I become God. Yeah, you are God, but you forgot. So we'll wake you up. Morning, every day you'll come to your room and say, wake up, wake up, wake up. So you keep on waking up. One day you'll realize you're God. There are practically majority of Indian organizations are this. We'll train you to become we'll train you, we will, what is it? We give you a process where you realize you're God. That light, Brahman. So there are some organizations in India, they say, that's why I said, she asked me that question, that's how this whole conversation came up. But some people say, God is up in the heart. Some organizations are there too. They train you to meditate on the super soul within the heart. But Bhakti Yogi, for Bhakti Yogi, Bhakti Yogi, final goal is Bhagavan. You understanding? If you're a Bhakti Yogi, your final goal is Bhagavan. If you're Ashtanga Yogi, actually Bhagavan means Krishna or Vishnu Tattva. If you're a Ashtanga Yogi, your goal is Paramatma Super Soul. If you're a Jnana Yogi, your goal is Brahman. How many of you understood? Any question? Comment? Yes.
Confused with the
We are Jiva. We are all souls. And that session, many of these people didn't attend, you attend. We are called Jiva, Jiva Atma. So the soul size is 10 power minus 40 power there. We are tiny Jivas. But Paramatma, can you see the picture? Actually, no, what we'll do, no, okay. Probably this, I'm trying to explain to you because you're all sincere. Just listen, But Paramatma is different. Jivatma, we're all Jivas. Jivas are unlimited. Trillions and trillions and trillions. Sarvas Sarvagati Sthanur Achaloyam Sanatana. Even some planet also Jivas are there.
What my question is, what's the difference between Paramatma and Bhagavad?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the nice question. What is the difference between Paramatma and Bhagavan? Okay, I'll give you this example. Paramatma is localized, means he is there only in the material world. When you go to the spiritual world, there is no Paramatma. Because Bhagavan is there. I'll give you the example. You didn't understand, right? I know. So we were all in the spiritual world with Krishna, Vaikunta, Krishna Loka. But I told why bad things happen, good people session. One day we developed a desire to enjoy independent of Krishna. We developed envy. We came to this world. So we are in this world means we have envy. How many of you agree we have envy? We have greed, anger, envy, pride. We have envy. So we came to this world. So, but Krishna is there in the spiritual world. Now this is an example. What is your daughter's name? Jyoti. Gauri. So Gauri, you're a big businessman in India. You have $1 billion business. And one day Gauri became 21. And so you tell Gauri, I want you to take care of this business. Dad, I want to be on my own. I'll go to America. Hey, for what? Who will take care of be with me and take care of business? No. I want to prove myself. I want to go to America. She said, I'm telling you, it is not worth. Don't go. She says, I want to go away from you. So you say, don't go. Then what you will do? Because you love her, you will send a bodyguard with her. Anything she needs, take care of her. Whatever her needs are, you guide her. I'm just giving you a good example. But whenever she wants to come back, immediately bring her back. So the bodyguard comes. So Gauri, anytime Gauri gets a doubt, I should do this way. Inside you do this way. Direction he gives. But after living in America 3 years, boring. I should go back to my mom and dad. Dad, I'm coming back. You immediately tell the bodyguard. Before she changes her mind, bring her back. So you bring her back. So she'll come back and join you. But now does she need that bodyguard? No, you are there. You are there to take care of her needs, right? Likewise, the soul, we came down from the spiritual world, fell into the material world to take care of us. Krishna's expansion is Paramatma Super Soul. He is sitting in our heart. 13th chapter speaks of Paramatma. Upadrushta Janamanta Bharta Mukta Prabhurevacha. I want to go to America. Paramatma sees in your heart. Do you have qualification? You have a desire. I think go. Only you'll see your karma. What suffering you'll get in America? What type of enjoyment you'll get in America? Okay, you'll take care of it. Yes. Then he puts stamp. When he puts stamp on your desire of going to America, in the immigration they'll put the stamp. Otherwise they'll not put. Without Paramatma sanction, nothing will happen in your life. But very interesting, Paramatma is only localized. One day, you believe me, when you're ready, he'll bring you to the temple. Only Paramatma brings you. And so he'll arrange you. Your coming to here is not accident. There is nothing called accident in this world. That's why you have to usually utilize it. But unfortunately, we have free will. We have independence.
You don't have to listen to the bodyguard.
And most of the time, we don't listen to bodyguard. That Paramatma. But he's telling, look at me. He said, well, I don't look at you. I am this body. Hey, you're not the body. Look at me. Now I'll not look at you. 99% of the time, we abuse our free will. Pure devotees, they pray, my Lord, remove my free will. Then I listen to you. You're understanding or not? So, at the moment you look at him, ding, he'll bring it to your temple. And he'll like it. You're liking it. Idhar hi jao, idhar hi jao. But Maya says, don't go there, don't go there. Krishna says, go here, go here. So Paramatma is the localized portion of Krishna, Bhagavan. Understood? But once you go back, it's localized, only here. But once you go back, there is no Paramatma in the spiritual world. Clear or not? Paramatma is an expansion of Bhagavan. Paramatma is an expansion of Bhagavan. What is the doubt?
Let me think of that.
Okay, too much. But I think if you ask me, we should end it. Okay, yeah. You need to process.
Yeah. I understand what you said, but I need to corner it from different ways to get it digested.
Agree. Actually, this is a very philosophical session. Yes, Allah.
How do you differentiate between free will and listening to
You have a free will to desire. And when you listen to Paramatma, you will follow his instruction. You know, if you don't listen to him, you will follow your karma. That's it. Gandhi was told, today evening, don't go to that meeting. The message was sent. You know, if you're very cool and peaceful and introspective, you will get the direction from Paramatma. All the scientists who came up with these inventions, they are all guided by the super soul within. And that's how they came up with those inventions. You know, does it? I don't know whether it answered your question or not. Free will means you have free will to desire only. Sanction has to come from him. Then only things will happen. Anything. I'm repeating again. We have a free will to desire only. Very philosophical. We have a free will to desire. But for thing to happen, he has to sanction. Best example, many people write GRE Prabhu. You got scores also, university admission also. Many people can't come. Some people with less scores, they also come. Because the stamping happened. Why the stamping happened in immigration? Because Paramatma stamped that. Clear? Sure.
So where the hard work stands.
Huh?
Hard work. People they do hard work more, but still they don't get good chance.
That's my point. You all have experience. Some things we work very hard, it doesn't happen. Some things we just put little effort, we take the credit. But we know our role is very less. Yes, sir. So in this previous case, there is no sanction. In this case, sanction is there.
But Paramatma differentiating between the people there.
What is that?
Paramatma sanctions the right to the people, right?
It is up to him. He will decide. One time Prabhupada was asked, Second World War, Germany is fighting, British London is also fighting. And German soldiers, wives of German soldiers, they are also praying, my husband should win. Soldiers of British Britain, they are also praying, the wives are praying for their. Somebody asked Prabhupada, who will win, Prabhupada? Prabhupada said, who your prayers are more intense. And Paramatma will decide whose prayers are more intense, that Paramatma will sanction. With all the qualification, sometimes you cannot win. Prabhu, simple example. Duryodhan had 11 Akshauhini army. All the big warriors are Duryodhan side. Bhishma, Drona, Ashwatthama, Krupacharya, Karna. And Ashwatthama, they are not. And Duryodhan thought, that's why mental calculation doesn't work in this world. I can handle Bhima. One of the 8 people can handle Arjun. Karna can handle Arjun. Bhishma, whatever personality Bhishma is, it didn't work. And I have 11. They have only 7. It's close to 1.5. Still they couldn't win. Why? Sanction is this side. And another example. Entire Ramayana war, Ravana has a Kumbhakarna, Meghanad. They have all the warriors. Ram, entire army, monkeys, they're all monkeys only. Nobody has one extra bow. Entire Ram army, only 2 people have bow and arrow. Who? Ram and Lakshman. Hanuman also didn't have any bow and arrow. You see, Hanuman mace, Hanuman didn't have mace. Sugriva did not have mace. I mean, at least they did not have bow and arrows. You go with the mace, they shoot bow and arrow. What will happen? Ravan thought, I won. He didn't win. When they are coming and shooting arrows, one monkey will pick up a rock and throw on them. He'll uproot the tree and throw on them. But Ravan has mystic powers. His calculation didn't work. With all the monkeys, with no weapons, they won. These guys didn't win. So you need support. When you run in your life, it is called race. When you run in your life with Krishna's hand in your hand, it's called grace. You want race or grace? Grace. So we'll finish it. It's a little lengthy. I think you'll get bored. It will not sink in after some time. We'll end it. How many of you are liking it? How many of you felt bored? And then come next week. Because, actually, now purposefully, she asked me, what the question you asked last time? She went to some other organization. She learned something. How this is different from that? Great. What you did, you put a finger in where the problem is. So good, we'll discuss. So, ladies and gentlemen, online, I'm ending. We'll discuss next week. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.